the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Auburn Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Buys a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UAB's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Well, They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Tight end finds a soft spot. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Rush is on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Riggs. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. All wideouts, no backs. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the...
There he goes. Oh, what a caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass, and didn't work out for them.
Now, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, and came up with a big sack the next play.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ole Miss dazzled in... every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Back to pass, it's Knight. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back to back.
Turning it on! Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
29 Philly.
From the gun, running back on the move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Oh, Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Blazers are rolling down the field. The corners are walked up tight. Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, UAB. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Auburn lines up quickly.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that. Practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw again. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Offense changing the play. Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Blazers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Knight. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Bringing the heat. Finding an escape route. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they are going to have to.
Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Leaves it with the back. Running to Green. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense in press coverage. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Blazers will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is... From the defense, they knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Shakes off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the catch at the 10. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's Knight. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Under fire. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. The Blazers have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Come on, set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Russell. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. You start with this kind of field position, if you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and proved me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this...
Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right.
Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finds his big tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the out route. He steps out of bounds at the 42.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Using his legs to buy some time. On target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Knight. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Number 39, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Still on his feet at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Blazers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll take another shot here. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there
he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Blazers moving quickly to the line.
Being right at the 50-yard line, I think the head coach is sensing a huge opportunity to score points here. I know 4th and 3, it's not great odds, but they're able to dial up a perfect play to keep this drive going. And now at this point, you're thinking points are on the horizon.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Knight. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick spin on the run. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blazers.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air, it's Knight. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good at zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right on target this time. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Green 25.
Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Braswell. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking for a man. It's Knight. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Fitted in the window for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough,